Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. Welcome to the biology class. In the last class we discussed about Chlorophyceae, that is one of the class of algae. The principal pigment which is present in Chlorophyceae is chlorophyll A and B, both are cream color pigments. And characteristic features of Chlorophyceae we discussed in the previous class. The Chlorophyceae is commonly known as green algae. Okay. Then today we will discuss about the another two classes of algae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae, which are given in your NCERT book for a more study. Okay. The Phaeophyceae is commonly known as brown algae. Phaeophyceae having the pigments chlorophyll A and C and phycoxanthin. Rhodophyceae is commonly known as red algae. The pigments which are present in red algae are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin, and phycocyanin is also present in the Rhodophyceae. Okay. Then the reserve food materials which are present in Phaeophyceae are mannitol and laminarin. In the Rhodophyceae, floridin starch. Okay. Remember these 2 points, those are very important, the reserve food material and the major pigments. Now in the last we will discuss about the economic importance of algae. What is the use of algae, how it is useful for humankind, we will discuss in the last. Phaeophyceae is known as a brown algae. Here are the characteristic features of Phaeophyceae. They are commonly known as brown algae, mainly marine forms. While explaining the algae characteristic features, I told that in the hydrophytic algae there are two forms of algae is there, marine and a freshwater algae. Here Phaeophyceae is commonly marine. Okay. Then second point, the body may be branched filamentous in Phaeophyceae. If the plant body is multicellular, it is filamentous, and filamentous, in that filamentous it is branched and a flat ribbon like structure is present. It is just a flat ribbon like structure. Okay. The Gantt brown algae are called as keps. It is not that much important, just remember. Then third point, the characteristic pigment which is present in Phaeophyceae, that is phycoxanthin. Along with that, chlorophyll A, carotenoids and xanthophyll are found. Okay. You have to remember the principal pigments which is present in the Phaeophyceae, that is phycoxanthin. Next point, the plant body is differentiated into holdplast, stip, lamina or a frond. Okay, here I told that algae comes under the thallophyte. The plant body is not going to be differentiated, it is just like a thallus means undifferentiated mass of cells. But Phaeophyceae is a higher class of algae, it is advanced than the Chlorophyceae. In case of Chlorophyceae, only filamentous plant body is present. Here that filamentous plant body is differentiated into three different structures. The plant body is going to be differentiated into a holdplast, it is a basal plant structure, then a stip which holds the lamina and a holdplast, then leaf like structure is known as a frond. Okay. The holdplast is for the attachment, the stip forms the stalk, means it holds the, it connects the holdplast and leaf lamina, and frond helps for the photosynthesis. Frond is nothing but the leaf like structure which helps for the photosynthesis. Okay. Next point, the cell wall which is present in Phaeophyceae is made by cellulose and also phycocolloids. The phycocolloids include in the alginic acid, it is commonly known as algin, fucodin and fusin. Just remember, the cell wall is made of cellulosic acid or cellulose and it is covered by the gelatinous coating called as a algin. The algin, the material, that is alginic acid, which is present in a Phaeophyceae, which covers the cell wall. It is a gelatinous coating because Phaeophyceae is a hydrophyte which is always present in the marine, means it is hydrophyte, that is why for protection purpose the cell wall of these Phaeophyceae members are covered with the cellulose and gelatinous coating, that is known as a algin. Remember the word algin. Next point, they reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation. I told that in the algae vegetative reproduction is there, that is by the fragmentation. Then another type of reproduction, that is sexual reproduction, it takes place by biflagellate zoospores. Sorry, asexual, a small mistake here. A seventh point is asexual reproduction takes place by biflagellate zoospores. Zoospores are the spores which are formed as a asexual reproduction type. Next, the sexual reproduction may be isogamous. Isogamous means both the physiologically and morphologically same gametes. Next, anisogamous, that is the physiologically morphologically dissimilar gamete fusion. Next, oogamous, it is a fusion of a small motile sperm with a large ovum. Okay. Next, the gametes are periform, pear up shaped. Okay. Periform means pear shaped with the flagella. The gametes which are present in the Phaeophyceae members, which are produced by the Phaeophyceae members, those are biflagellate. Two flagella means bi. Word bi means two flagels are present in the Phaeophyceae. Okay. The example for Phaeophyceae are Ectocarpus dictyota, Laminarina, Sargassum and Fucus. These are the examples of Phaeophyceae. Here you have to remember the reserve food materials which is present in case of algae, that is laminarin and mannitol. I didn't mention here, but remember that one, laminarin and mannitol is present. Next class of the algae is Rhodophyceae. Rhodo means red, phyton means algae. Initially I told that Rhodophyceae is commonly known as a red algae. Okay. Here are the characteristic features of red algae. Before going to read out the important characteristics, just recall the reserve food material which is present in case of Rhodophyceae is a fluoridine starch. These reserve food materials are very important for NEET examination and 1 marks questions in the final exam. Okay. The major pigments which are present in Rhodophyceae are chlorophyll A and chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin. Phycoerythrin is a red color pigment. Okay. Now, first point of the Rhodophyceae, they are commonly called as red algae, mainly marine forms. Remember, both the Rhodophyceae and Phaeophyceae members are hydrophytic and mainly marine forms. Next, the most common pigment which is present in Rhodophyceae is phycoerythrin, that is red phycoerythrin. Okay. Then a cell wall is composed of cellulose. Remember one thing, in the algae the cell wall is present. It is one of the characteristic features of all the plants. Okay, but in case of Phaeophyceae, along with the cellulose, the algin gelatin coating is present. But in case of Chlorophyceae, the cellulose along with the Chlorophyceae is having the cellulose with the pectose. Phaeophyceae, cellulose with the algin has a gelatin coating. Here Rhodophyceae is having the cellulose with the phycocolloids. Okay, the phycocolloids includes agar-agar, then porphyrin. Okay, the stored food material, that is a reserve food material in case of Rhodophyceae, that is floridin and starch. Okay, in the Chlorophyceae members only starch is a reserve food material. In Phaeophyceae, mannitol and laminarin, here the reserve food material is floridin starch, floridin and starch. Next, asexual reproduction is by the neutral spores, monospores and carpospores. These are the types of spores which we can see in the different species of Rhodophyceae. Just you remember, asexual reproduction is by the spores. Okay, the vegetative reproduction same like in the Phaeophyceae, it is by the fragmentation. Next one, the sexual reproduction takes place by non-motile oogametes. Remember this one guys, in Phaeophyceae we can see the sexual reproduction by three types: oogamous, anisogamous and isogamous. Here the sexual reproduction takes place only by the non-motile oogametes. Okay, but they can move. They cannot move. That's why non-motile oogametes which are present in the Rhodophyceae members. Here are the few examples of Rhodophyceae: Folisiphonia, Porphyra, Glacieria, Gellidium, Batractospermum. These are the few examples of Rhodophyceae. Okay. Compared to all the classes of algae, the Rhodophyceae members are mainly used in industries. That's why Rhodophyceae members have the more economic importance than the other classes of algae. Okay, we completed the Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Just you have to remember the few characteristic features which are differ from one class to another class. Chlorophyceae, reserve food material, pigment and the phyanoids are present, and cell wall is made up of cellulose and pectose. In Phaeophyceae, reserve food material, that is mannitol and laminarin. Then cell wall is made up of algin and cellulose, but here in the Phaeophyceae the plant body is differentiated into three parts: hold, strip and the frond. Frond helps for the photosynthesis. Okay. In Rhodophyceae you have to remember the reserve food material floridin starch, and the cell wall is made of cellulose and phycocolloids, that is agar-agar or porphyrin is present. Okay. Then both the Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae are marine forms of algae. Next we will move to the another important topic that is very important for your final examination, that is economic importance of algae. Next is the economic importance or beneficial algae. Economic importance means algae which are very necessary for industries, those are used as a medicines which are useful for mankind. Okay. The first economic importance of algae, algae has a food. Okay. Algae used as a food. Some of the algae are commonly used as a food, those are spirulina and chlorella, because which are rich in vitamin B2, B12, vitamin E, niacin, inositol, rich in calcium, potassium, phosphorus, sources used as a food additive. Okay, it's very simple. algae food ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ರಿಚ್ ವಿಟಮಿನ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ algae ಫುಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ those are spirulina and chlorella. Both these forms of algae are used as a food. Next one, algae has a fodder. algae na next to fodder taranu use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, because the sargassum, laminarin and porphyra as used has a fodder for cattle. cattle ಸಂಬಂಧ ಫುಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸರ್ಗ್ಯಾಸಮು, ಲ್ಯಾಮಿನಾರಿನು ಮತ್ತು ಪೋರ್ಫೈರಾ. ಸರ್ಗ್ಯಾಸಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಿಯೋಫೈಸಿಯೆ, laminar is also Phaeophyceae, porphyra is a Rhodophyceae. Next one, the algae which is helps for the carbon dioxide fixation. Nearly half of the carbon dioxide fixation takes place by the algae in the nature and releases the oxygen by the photosynthesis. I think you all know that plant respiration is also present in the plant. Usually ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟು ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ inhale the carbon dioxide and exhale the oxygen. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ. that process is the respiration in case of plant. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ನಾಗಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ algae ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ algae, some of the algae are used in the industries. Those are the algae like Gellidium, Glycereria and the cell wall used to extract the agar-agar. Then just remember the name of the algae, Gellidium and Glycereria cell walls. These two algae cell walls are help for extracting the agar-agar. By using these two red algae, the agar-agar is extracted. Usually agar-agar is extracted by the Gellidium and Glycereria. Okay, then what is agar-agar? The agar-agar is a gelling agent in the ice creams and germs and jellies. ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮತ್ತು ಜಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಮ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕಿ ನೇಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ದ agar-agar. Remember this one. The agar-agar is used for preparing the bakery agents like ice cream, jams and jellies. Okay, another algae which is used in the industries, that is carrageenan, obtained from the algae that is used as a cleaning agent in the liquor, and it is used as a emulsifier in the chocolates. ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಮಲ್ಸಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಈ ಅಲ್ಗೆನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೂತ್ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್, emulsification process in case of chocolates, ice cream and toothpaste preparations. Okay, next economic importance of algae is algin or alginic acid obtained from the boiling of brown algae, that is Phaeophyceae. It is used for emulsification or emulsifier in the ice creams, chocolates and cosmetics and ointment production. Okay, alginic acid ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ Phaeophyceae ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ by ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ರೌನ್ algae. ಬ್ರೌನ್ algaeನ ಕುದಿಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ algin ಮತ್ತು alginic acid ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ, that is one of the gelatinous covering of the cell wall or a plant body in case of phaeophyceae. Okay, that is used in the ice cream, chocolates, cosmetics and ointment has a emulsifier. Okay, next one, algae in the nitrogen fixation. The nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere, it is fixed by, usually it is going to be fixed by the plants. Algae is one of that plant. Algae is helps in the nitrogen fixation. The nitrogen fixing algae are non-stalk and Anabaena, which are very used in the nitrogen fixation. Two algae names, Anabaena and non-stalk, are the types of algae which are very necessary for the nitrogen fixation. Okay. Next, economic importance of the algae. Algae is used as a antibiotic and medicine production. Algae is used as a antibiotic, or we can say algae is very useful in the production of antibiotics and medicine productions. Okay. The algae like chlorella used in the production of antibiotics, that is chlorelin. Okay. Next, the algae in land reclamation, that is the soil erosion, which helps in the control of the soil erosion and soil formation also. Algae like non-stalk and Anabaena used in the soil reclamation, and it increases the fertility of the soil. Okay. These are the few economic importance of algae. Those are very important. Okay. Just remember the names of algae and their uses. Okay. The most important thing, the medicinal algae and the industrial algae. Okay. The chlorella, which is used as antibiotic, and it is also used as. We completed the study of algae and different classes of algae. In the next class we will discuss about the bryophyte, that is one of the thallophyte. Okay. Remember one thing, students, algae is most primitive than the bryophyte. Which are the character we studied in the algae? Those are going to be modified in case of bryophytes. I told that this classification of plants, it's based on the evolutionary relationships. The most primitives we have to study initially, and advanced plants or advanced type of plants we will discuss later words. Okay. Here in case of algae, the plant body is completely thallus. There is no any root like structures, stem like structures, but only in case of Phaeophyceae we can see the holdfast, strip and the frond. But in the bryophytes we can see the root like structures, leaf like structure, but is not a true roots and true leaves, but that is the initial stages of plants. They are later words, they are going to be converted into a true roots and a true stems. Write down all these notes in your regular notebook. Okay. I am not going to provide these notes because I captured these notes. These are enough for your regular notes. I am not going to provide any other written notes. I hope all of you getting my points. Watch the classes regularly, don't skip the classes. If you skip the classes, you cannot understand the next class. That's why watch the classes regularly and write down the notes regularly. Okay, thank you guys. We will continue in the next class with the next topic, that is bryophyte. Okay. I will give some questions After completion of every topic, today I will add few questions in the group. Please prepare answer for those questions and send answer to my personal WhatsApp number.